Well, right now, because this is a very big build and it's hard for me to explain everything in one spot, I made this very small model here just in case if you're unfamiliar with this type of intersection. So looking down at it like this, you see where the white markers are. Those markers are actually the loop-de-loop ramp, okay? Now the black lines here are going to simulate the top road here where the bridge is, okay? And the gray lines here simulate the road that goes underneath the top, which are these lines here, this road here that goes underneath that bridge, okay? So it's very simple to see here, so that's why I made it like this. Now the green blocks are the enter onto the ramp, and the red blocks is exit off of the ramp. Okay, so just in case if you don't know, in America, on the right side of the road, we travel this direction, and then it swaps like this right here. So I got the arrows here just to show you to kind of simulate of how everything works. So just in case if you're up here traveling and you need to get to the bottom, and let's say you need to go left, okay? So what you're going to do in real life, you're going to go travel this way, and you're going to get on this ramp here. You're going to circle around, go to the bottom, and you're going to go down here and go that direction, okay? Now, let's say you're up here again, and you need to go to the right instead. So what you're going to do, you're going to come right here, and there'll be an inner part here, a cross section. You'll go here, get on this ramp, go straight down, and then you'll exit off that ramp going this way on that road. Now, the same thing for this side. So if you're here and you need, let's say you need to go to the bottom, to the left, go that way, then what you'll do is you'll travel this way here, enter onto this ramp, go down, go that way. Now, if you're going this way and you need to go right, then the same as before, you'll go here, cross over, go on this ramp, and then you'll go down there and you'll go about your way. Now, if you're down here and you're traveling and you need to go up top and let's say go left, then what you'll do is you'll come under here, you'll get on this, you'll go up to here, and then you'll go about your way that way. Now, if you need to go this way to the left, again, there's this cross section here. You'll come here and then you'll go this way. Now the same thing for this side. So very quickly, let me show you. So if you go in here, you need to get up top. You'll get on this ramp, go up here. If you need to go right, you go right here, or go left, you cross over here to go left. Right now, again, you see how large this is, and that's why I have that very small model to show you in a better understanding. So these yellow lines here, I don't know why it's got to show up yellow, but those yellow lines here are actually this here. This block, for some reason, shows up yellow on the map. I really don't know why, but it does. So these yellow lines here are actually the top road that goes across, and then that bottom road there that goes across that way is, of course, this road. even though you understand the direction of traffic, it's very useful to make these arrows like I have here, just to kind of keep you in mind of what's going on. So here you're going to go this direction, get onto the ramp to go around to get down there, okay? And then obviously this one here, you go this direction. So again, even though I know my direction of travel, I still do that, so it keeps me focused on and not get messed up. So again, you see these arrows here, and also the arrows down here I put here just to show you again. Alright, now obviously before making this, you're going to need your roads set up. So I'm going to very quickly show you how my roads are. So up top here, this is how I have mine. Now remember, you don't have to have your roads exactly like mine. Use whatever materials you want, but I'm going to show you what I have here. So I have my curb here. I have the white block here, the light gray concrete. I have my road block here, the end stone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have my white markers here, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the white marker again, and then I have my slab here. Okay, now remember, yours does not have to be exactly like mine, and also my markers here are 2 blocks, and then in between here I have 3. Okay, that's what I got there. Now in between here on my grass part, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, now I got an odd number, that case if I want lights in the middle here, they'll have a middle point for the lights. And then again, this road is the same as the left one. Now right down here, I'm using the road add-on. It's a much updated and cleaner version of roads. If you do not have that add-on, that's totally fine. Then just stick with the old-fashioned version right up here, okay? But down here, because it's a interstate or a freeway, my roads are a little bit wider. Gonna start out with this. I use the gray concrete powder. These are 5 blocks across here. This is used in real life in case if somebody's got a flat tire or something, they pull over here on this part. And then I have the light asphalt here, as you see. Again, this is on the road add-on. Alright, now here I have 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4. In between these are the end stone bricks. Now these end stone bricks are trying to simulate the bumpers. So if you're traveling down the interstate and you veer off, you go boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm talking about. So that's what I use there, okay? And then marking, alright, which is in the road add-on. And then again with that block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 across there. And then here for the middle marker, as you see, I use 2 blocks of those. In between here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in between there. And then again 5 across here. Here I have the yellow strip, and then 1 more of the road block there. Now with the grass in the middle here, I have bits and pieces of dirt paths and coarse dirt and grass and stuff like that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks of that. Okay, now in the very middle I have this, which is motorcycle barrier, so that's what I use in the middle. And then on this side here, I just went ahead and copied it and mirrored it to the other side. Alright, now I have 13 blocks looking at this yellow right here, going from the grass at the bottom, going all the way to the top, right up here. Again, I have 13 blocks. So 13 blocks is a very good number to have, so try to stick with 13. So up top here, you see this red strip, okay, going on across. That red strip, you see this block here on that red strip, this gray concrete powder, that is actually lined up with right here, okay, where this red is. that's lined up with that red up top. Alright? Now, that's going to go straight on down, as you see. And this, again, obviously, that's going to line up with the one on the bottom. So make sure that you line that up. And also, of course, right over here is going to be the same. So you see this red, that's going to line up where that red block there is on the very end block of that powder. And it's going to go all the way down, line that up as well. Alright, now once you've got that, now get ready to count a whole lot, because there's going to be a lot of that in this video. Now, right here, you see this yellow strip that goes on across. That yellow strip is what we're going to go ahead and mark out. That yellow strip is on both sides, left and right, and also the other side of this as well. So right over here, you see this yellow strip, and then again right over here, this yellow strip. Now, you see where this red marker is? Again, please mark all these out so you don't have any trouble. So you see where this red marker is right there? To the left of here, going that way, this yellow marker, if you count this yellow marker here being number 1, okay, count this as being 1, you're going to go straight down a total of 132 yellow blocks. 132. And that's gonna go right here. This will be the very last block, 132. Okay? Now, once you've got that on this left side, you can see I have black and white blocks here going on around for the ramp. Go ahead and grab both black and white blocks because they're easier to see and count. Take your white block here and you're going to mark it right there on that slab, or just at least mark it right here on the other side of that yellow block. Okay, so remember, mark this, very important. Now if you go on across here, line that up right across the road. You here, line this up. You see this block lines up. Alright, make sure that lines up. And then this yellow here, make sure your counting is correct. So here, going straight down will also be the same amount. Again, 132. And again, it will go all the way down here. You see where this red is, so it'll go right there. Okay, so make sure you do that correctly. It's very important. I don't want nobody to have any trouble. Now right here, the same thing. So you see where this red is? Okay, this here is going to be counting number 1. Again, you're going to have a total of 132. And you're going to go all the way down to right here, as you see. Again, very easy. Take your white block and mark it right there. Okay, line that up. As you see, lines up with this one here, right across the road. Lines that up. Okay, make sure, just in case you see it lines up, we'll count it anyway. Make sure. So this is being block number 1. And yes, it'll be the same. It'll also be 132 yellow blocks. And yes, it'll end up being right here, just like the other ones. So make sure that everything is correct. Alright, now looking at the map here, it's easier to see and understand and everything in one spot to see that all 4 loop-de-loops or all 4 exits here is the exact same to each other. Now that's very important because once I do one measurement on one loop-de-loop here, you're just going to go ahead and copy that. I'm not going to do all 4 separate. I'm going to show you how to do one to make this video more simple and quicker. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do one, and you're just going to copy to the other 3. Okay, and just make sure that your coordinates all line up perfectly, and make sure that everything is the exact same, because if not, it's going to show up on the map and you don't want that showing up. So you see this very end line right here. Make sure that end line right there lines up with the coordinates with this line here. Okay, and the same thing up here. This line here should end up lining up with this line, and the same with the bottom all the way around. So again, make sure that all your blocks line up correctly, exactly the same. Right now, let's go ahead and start counting a whole lot. And it doesn't matter which side that you start on, because they're all going to be the exact same. So again, it doesn't matter what end you start at. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just come down here and remember your yellow marker. Make sure that you have all that, and also make sure that you have these black and white lines. Okay, again, that really helps out a whole lot. So I'm not gonna sit here and say, okay, you got 5 here and so on all the way across, because that would be extremely boring and you'll fall asleep, and we don't want that. And a lot of counting to do, as you see here. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll start right here, and I'll give you these numbers just until we get to right here, okay? Alright, because then we have 2 strips. Now when we get to right here, then what I'll do is kind of go up top, and you'll have to pause the video when needed and make sure that you look at it very closely and look at each one, and make sure that you look and see which way each one is facing, because they will change as they go around, okay? So please make sure of that. Alright, so again, I'm gonna start right down here. So you see we got 5. So how many 5s we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 5s right there. And then starting here, this strip, this black block going on across, I have a total of 40 blocks all the way down to this very last white block right here. Okay. Right now you should have all four of them the exact same. And before you say it, yes, it's extremely boring and a lot of counting. It took me 3 days off camera to do it, to make sure that all four sides were the exact same. Just make sure that everything lines up. I know, like I said, it's a lot of counting. It's very boring to do, but take your time and make sure that all four sides is the exact same. So you should have this side here, this side over here, all the exact same. This side over here as well. Take your time as you do it. Again, make sure that all of it lines up correctly. That side's the same, and this side over here. Now, because all four are the same, I'm only doing this one side here on camera as a tutorial. Then what I'll do is I'll have you guys just copy this side and mirror it over to the other sides. I'll eventually use a structure block when I do mine. Alright, so as you see right down here, I have a bottom layer. I have the black and white here, and then I have the yellow and pink here. Okay? Now, you also will see these red lines going across. Those red lines is indicating every step up that we're going to have. Now, you remember up under this overpass, I told you that there are 13 blocks with this yellow right here. From top to bottom, 13 blocks. So that means that there needs to be 13 levels from the very bottom going all the way up to the very top. So these sections here, I'm going to show you, and you're going to have to copy these. And I know you're probably thinking more counting, but really all you got to do is keep the same template as what we just done. So that's the whole purpose of this ring here. This here that we just counted out, all of this, the whole purpose of that is to keep the shape. So looking down at it like this, you see the bottom of it will line perfectly straight up all the way down, all the way across. So all you're going to have to do is, as I give you these numbers, make sure you guys use white and black and two other blocks like I have here. I have the yellow and then the purple there, or pink. Also, section these off with the red, and I'll show you every section and where they're going to be at. So again, they will line up with the top. Now going along this way, as you see, all these step ups, there's 13 of them, and they will go all the way up to the very top, as you see right there. Okay? Alright, now you'll also see these blue blocks here. So grab yourself a blue block and a sign to help you. Grab a sign, that way you can type in what you need to type in. Alright, so now let's go ahead and start this down here. Now remember, the whole point of this big outline that we have is just to keep the shape. And everything should line perfectly straight up. Alright, now all of these except for one is going to be the same, meaning this section here, counting this white going on across, you're going to count these like this. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to go across this way on the outside here. Okay? You're going to count this way, and you're going to go up, count these, go up, count these, and so on. So when you get to this red here, okay, you're going to have a total of 60 blocks. Okay? 60 blocks, and that'll be the first segment. Each step up will be a segment. Okay? So looking straight down at it, you see this black and this white, those two will line straight up with these two right here, this black and this white, okay? So looking straight down at it, as you see, they'll line up. Alright, so this blue block will be the 60th block. Will line up right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to count all of these, count up to 60, place yourself a blue block up top here, like I have. Put your sign saying 60 blocks, and that's the first segment, okay? Now, you see these red blocks. Go ahead and go across as you see here, okay? Just like that. Alright? This looks complicated, but trust me, it's very simple. So those red blocks is simply going to go right here, and they will go straight across. This is going to be the actual step up area. So it's going to be like that. Alright? Now, all the other segments will be a total of 30 each time. So this first one here at the bottom is 60. Okay? Now all the rest will be 30. Now, when you do this, you're going to, again, keep the same shape as above. So the easiest way of doing that is go down here and looking at it. And make sure that all of these line up. See, this is that one up there. This is those two. This is those two. That's that one. Again, it's really simple. Okay? So, as you see, this steps up right here. Okay? It's going to go up one block. And one block. Okay? So, this, you're going to count 1, 2, 3. And you're going to go across this way. This will be 30. Right here, as you see, 30 blocks. That will be the second segment. So again, place a sign just in case, it'll help you out. So that will be 30. Now, if you're having trouble placing yours exactly the same spot as I have mine, that's totally fine. It's not very crucial because we're going to have a few blocks extra at the top, okay? Just as long as you have it in this general location, okay? So where these blue blocks here that I place is going to be where the red block here is. So this should line straight up to that blue there, okay? I'm not trying to do overkill on this. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys understand. And you see, with that 30 there on the second segment, it's going to go up a block. All these is going to go up. That's the whole point of this. It's going to go up a block, and again, it's going to keep the same shape as above. And then this one will be 30. It's going to go up 30, up 30. Each one of these is going to be 30. The only thing that you really need to pay attention to here is where I have these red blocks. So on the third segment, looking down at it, this is how I have mine. I have 2 blocks each time going like this. Okay? Alright. So you're going to do another 30 here. This is where the fourth segment will be, right here. And then this red line will go straight across. And then on the fifth segment, this is where the red line will go across. Alright. Now on the sixth one, this is where, again, you see where the blue is. That's where the red is down there. It's going to go across there. Number 7, looking down at it there, it'll be 2, 2, 2, and then 1. Actually, go ahead and make it 2 all the way across. Alright. Now the next one This will be number 8. And that'll go straight diagonal like this. Alright. The next one here is going to be number 9. And these will be 2s all the way across. Just like that. Alright. Number 10. It's going to be half and half. So this is going to be 4 here and 4 here. Okay. Almost to the top now. This is number 11. And that's going to go straight up. Right across. Alright. Now you see where I have this going up like that? This actually needs to be there. Okay. So make sure you got that. Alright. Now we got this straight strip here. And this is going to be number 12. Looking down at it, you see it's straight across with the red. Alright. And then we got this one here, which is number 13. Alright. And that will go straight across. And it's going to go up one more time here. And as you see, the 14th here is going to be 3, 2, 2. That's the last step up right there. Now after that, it'll be these here. Okay? Those that we have counted out going towards here. So make sure that everything lines up. Use your blocks like I have mine. Use your signs to help you out. And you're going to do that same thing on all 4. Right now at the very bottom where you have the first segment of 60, right here as you see, I went ahead and put these blocks here. Now these are 5 each, and there's going to be a total of 11. Now as you see, it's going to start right here, going on across. Each one, like I said, is 5, and you have a total of 11 of these. And the very last 5 will end up right here. So again, you're going to do that on all 4 areas. Right now it's time for you to decide on what block you're going to use for your road, your ramp, okay? Now on the PS4, the Modern HD Texture Pack, these are the blocks I have. Now you guys can use the stone, which has a stone slab. You guys can use the andesite, which got the slab with it as well. Or even the granite block also has got the slab. Now this block here is the light asphalt. Also has got the slab to go with it. And that block is actually what I use for the road add-on down here. It's really up to you on what you use. Just try to stick with something that's got a slab to go with it to make it more smooth as it goes up. Right now, once you've chose what you're going to use, then that's what you're going to fill this in with. So I'm going to use the light asphalt with the slab that matches from the road add-on. Again, use whatever. So all right here, all this is going to be that block all the way down. Now we've got this outline right here, this outline, go ahead and take these out and put that block right in there just like this, okay? And you're going to do that all the way down, alright? So where you got the outline, that's where you're going to put that block. Also, we've got this outline here. It's going to go right in here, okay? On both sides, just like that. So all of this is going to be filled in with that block. Now, because this has a half slab, it's going to look a little bit better than just the old-fashioned way with, too blocky looking. So if this is going to go inside here, okay, again, this is going to be like that on the edges. Alright, now right in here, instead of just going up like this, alright, I'm going to take that half slab and I'm going to place right in here like this. Okay, just to make it a little bit smoother. Alright, now as you see, I have it all filled in all the way up. I have these half slabs in here. Now let me show you real quick how I've done these half slabs. So I got mine one row like this and then the second row like that. And I got that on every step up. Every time it goes up, I got 2 rows of those half slabs all the way up. Alright. Now all this is filled in as you see. Remember, use whatever blocks that you want. Just make sure you have half slabs to match. On this side here, I used the gray concrete powder. And then on this side, I took the andesite and I went up 2 blocks like that have a wall barrier. I got that all the way around. And I have that on this side as well. Okay? So right here, you see, if your vehicle going down this way, you would run off this. So make sure that you overlap that by 2 blocks there and 2 blocks there. I'm going to do that as well on all these areas. So if you're coming down here, it's just to make it look a little bit better, I'm just going to overlap that by 2 blocks. I'm going to do that all the way up. Now, as you see, down this way, I use these diagonal lines, which are in the road add-on that I've done a showcase on. You don't have to have these blocks here. Just use the old-fashioned diagonal white lines. Just build them on across. And as you see here, I have these black and white lines still. What I'm going to do, have you to pause it here. Alright, so once you've got that, then I'm going to go ahead and take these and I'm going to do these the white concrete. And that's going to go all the way down. Now remember, if you don't have that add-on with this, then just go in here and do something like this here. Okay? Diagonal lines. Alright? That'll work just fine. Now as you see down here, I got that wall going on down. And as you see, I have these going 5 blocks. Going at an angle here. I got a total of 4. And then I have this here. Section off 2 blocks in between, and then a block, and then 2. And then I have that going all the way down. Pause it here if you need to count how many I got. Alright, now on the top of the ramp up here, I done a little bit of a change, and that was because when you're going in this direction like this, you need to get on the ramp, you got plenty of room this way. But if you're going in this other lane on the other side, this lane, like I demonstrated at the beginning of the video, if you're going this way and you need to get down there, we need to have a cross section here to go over. So I opened this part here up a little bit more. Don't worry, we'll go go ahead and look at what I've done here. So the original blocks here are these black blocks, okay? So you're going to go to the very last two here, and then you're going to have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Then that will end up being 3, 2, 2, and then you can pause it right here and you can see exactly what I got there. Alright, it doesn't have to be identical exact like mine, just make sure you have a nice little curve here, okay? So again, another screenshot here. Alright, so make sure also you got the wall going up like that all the way down to here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to simply take this block and we're just going to fill all this right here in. Alright, now once you've got it filled in, this is what you should have here. Now looking at these black lines I have here, let's go ahead and count this out real quick. So right over here at this very end, we're going to count this block. 1, 2, 3, 20, 21. 21 blocks there, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and mark this out with these black blocks, okay? Got 2, 2, and then you can pretty much screenshot the rest right there, okay? Now, once you've got that marked out, because I originally had these slabs here, I'm just going to go ahead and take these slabs completely out right here. Alright, now as you see, I went ahead and opened up the middle part here for the turning lane. So if you're in this lane here, going this direction, and you need to get onto the ramp, you'll simply get in this turning lane as you see here, and just take a left onto the ramp. Now, the same thing for the other side as well. So if you're in this lane, traveling in this direction, simply get over into the turn lane and merge over as you see there. So you're going to have something like that for your enter and exit ramp areas. Now as you see, looking down at this, you guys can screenshot that. Now this tutorial is meant for the Cloverleaf itself as the interchange and everything like that, not so much things like this. But I think that you guys are going to need this, so that way I included this a little bit in here as well. I hope that you all appreciate that. Now down here, as you see, I got the dotted lines as well. I use sandstone through there. Guys, use whatever that you want. Dotted lines along here. Alright. And then here are the diagonal lines. Now the full block of white here is replaced where the black lines were before. I have the yield sign here on both sides from the road add-on. Right now you see all of this is filled in with grass. I have random bits of flowers and just different things scattered around to give it a little bit more texture and more detail, more to look at. Now as you see, I have all of this filled in layers. Make sure that you do that, and all you got to do is go up each time this goes up, go up against it, and just kind of have it going up like that, and make it look realistic and random, and at the same time trying to make it look natural, okay, like mine is. So I have all this filled in all the way up to the very top. Now normally in real life there's not a whole lot going on in these big grass areas, but I do have a few trees right over here. Now I did use the World Edit machine, which made this much quicker and easier and more simple to do than actually doing all this by hand the old-fashioned way, you know, block by block. It would just take forever. So that's what I got there. And then right over here, as you see, I have the grass going up to the road here. And make sure this part is a little bit steep, as you see. And looking at the map here, if you guys are paying attention to your map, it should look something like this with all this filled in and everything like that. It's coming together quite nice. Just remember, you're going to have to copy all this over on the other 3 sides. Well, right now, as you see, mine is all filled in. And yes, I know it takes a long time to do all of this to make it look just like how mine looks right here. It took me about 2 weeks to get to this point off camera. I hope that you all appreciate the hard work and me trying to make this tutorial simple as possible. I do know it's a lot of work. So if any of you have gotten this far in this video and you're actually going to go through with this and actually build all of this and complete it and have yours look like mine, please let me know in the comments. Thank you all for actually trying if you have gotten this far. It's a lot of work, but yes, it pays off and it looks really, really cool. So what I've got here, I got more trees scattered around, as you see. So again, all 4 sides is all filled in, and again, this is what yours should look like. And again, I really hope that you all appreciate this. And if you have gotten this far and you're actually doing this, please let me know in the comments. Alright, now if you look at this yellow right here, it is 40 blocks. Yours doesn't have to be exactly 40 blocks, just something around that number. This yellow line is the same line that we used earlier that's lined up with that below. So just as long as it's around 40 blocks until you get to this grass right here. So again, that's going to be the same on all 4 sides. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this grass and kind of roll it in and tuck it in this way, and we're going to have a wall right here going straight down. Right now, as you see how I have this grass and dirt going into this wall, this is what I'm talking about, curving it around and going into this wall. Now we'll get to the wall and everything else in a minute, but as you see how I have this, and take a look at this real fast. So this is half slab of dirt and grass. Yeah, so if you made it this far in the video, let me know in the comments, would you like for me to show you how I acquired the half slabs of dirt and grass? So I have that up there like that, just give it a little bit more texture. Now the wall right here, I used 4 different materials. I used andesite, stone bricks, stone, and then light gray wool to give it nice texture. I have it right up under here, even with this, as you see, and it goes back 5 blocks. Now I'm going to use this night vision potion now that we can see back under here. Now as you see, it comes back a 6 blocks right up under here, and then we have this, and this here is half slab of stone bricks, as you see. So again, if you made it this far, let me know in the comments, would you like for me to show you how I acquired the half slabs that's vertical as well. Now if you don't have that or whatever, just take the full block of stone bricks and just go straight up whenever we get to that point, okay? Alright, so that's that, and then as you see here, this goes down as a slope, and I use the half slabs, alright, going on up. Now this wall here goes in right here, as you see. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. You guys can pause it here if you need to. Alright. So right over here, as you see, we have the pillars. As you see, there's 5 pillars here. And what I've got going on is I have these pillars total 3 blocks apart. And each pillar is a 3 by 3. Okay? Don't worry. We'll get over here and we'll do that block by block. But you see how those pillars go up. What you're going to do is you're going to find your middle point right up top. And that'll be your middle pillar of your 3 by 3. And then you're going to have 3 blocks in between each one. Now you see where these are placed. Alright. That's where you're going to be placing them. And then right here, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks until you get to that edge there. And it's going to be the same thing on both sides. Right now up top, you see how I have this? I use the tough slab, okay? And you're going to use that and also the full block of tough, alright? Now you see there's two blocks and then there's a full block and then there's two blocks again. And you see right there that in between is two blocks. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your middle pillar right here. And in the middle of that pillar, you're going to place that full block. And then from there, you're just going to be placing them there, as you see. So pause it here if you need to. Now also, I have the polished deep slate wall. And those are going to go along there like that. Now I've already done this side. And this is what it looks like here. So you're going to do the same thing like I have here, all the way throughout. Now, right here at the back wall, I took that same material, took a full block, and placed it right there. Alright? This is all optional. Make it look like there's a homeless man that lives up here. So I got a couple carpet here, a flower pot, and yeah, you can use imagination what this is supposed to be. Alright, now with these pillars, again, you're going to find your middle point that's up top, and then you're going to make a 3x3. So right here is my middle point that lines up with the very top middle. And like I told you before, there's 3 blocks in between, and there's a total of 5 pillars. So go ahead and bring them straight up. Alright, now once you've got your 5 pillars on up, then now what we're going to do is connect them up top. So as you see what I have over here, this is what you're going to do. You're going to grab the stone brick stairs along with your stone bricks that you've used. Also, you're going to have the stone brick slabs. So what I've got here is I have the stone bricks and the stone brick slab. Up here, stone bricks. So 2 layers of stone bricks and then the slab. Now this is going to have a stair right here. And then 1, 2, 3 of those slabs like that. And then right here you're going to have a stair like this here. And there's a stone brick here. And then right here, as you see, another vertical half slab. You don't have to have that, but if not, then this is what it's going to look like here. But I have it, so I'm going to use it. And this is what mine looks like. Right now, in between my pillars here, I have a stair like that and then a slab in the middle. Alright, now this is what you should have right here. Now what we're going to do is go right over here and take your half slabs of andesite. And you're going to take this along here on the back side all the way down as you see here. Okay, and then you're going to go up just like this. Now you're going to have a total of 10 levels until you get to right here. Okay, so that's 10 levels there. And then when you go on the inside here, you have 3 more as you see here. So this is going to go straight back and you're going to end up filling all this in with your levels. Here, you're just going to take this slab. I'm going to take and go like this and come around this way. Here, I'm going to take that full block. And then I'm going to come up like this. This is going to go straight back like that. Just go ahead and fill this in. Now when you get to something like this, you're just going to take this and go like that. And then you're going to do this all the way back. So this here is going to go here. Just like that. Now once you've got that, then just texture it up. Just like this. Now it's time to do the back wall here. So grab your andesite, and again it's going to be 6 blocks back right up against here. This is going to go straight on up to the very top. So fill all this in. Alright, now once you've got it all filled in up top, this is what you should have all the way across. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find the middle point, which mine is going to be right here. So this is going to be another pillar, a 3x3. So that's your middle point. So you're going to do the same 5 pillars right here. You're just going to copy what you just already had. And again, this is what you should have now. So you see this pink block here. So I have 5 blocks coming in from this way, mark it. And you're going to do that same thing on both ends. This mark is going to be where you're going to start your new material. So all of this in between is going to be ripped out and replaced. Alright, now as you see up top, I went ahead and changed all the materials. Guys, do whatever that you want up here. That's totally optional. What I used was the same material that I used down below on that highway, which is from the road add-on. And this is what I have here. Okay, now all of this is from the road add-on. If you don't have that, then just use the old-fashioned method like these roads right here. That's totally fine, but make sure that you have some sort of caution markers in between like I have here. Okay, now right here on the side rails, what I've done was I have the half slabs here and then a full block here. Okay, and as you see, I textured it with the blocks going on across. Alright, now up top here for the actual rail, what I've done is I used the base metal pole, which is from the road add-on. Use a wall or anything else, and then here I use the end stone brick slab because it looks kind of like a metal. Now what I've done was I went to the middle right here, and then I put one on each side. These are 3 blocks apart all the way down on both sides. Now what I've done was I went all the way down until I came to right here. Even with this here is 15 blocks from where this changes. And then what I've done is when I got to this point, I went 20 blocks back to here. So I've done that on both sides. I hope that you all appreciate the hard work. It took me a few weeks to do this off camera to make this tutorial. So please leave a comment and like down below. So right down here, as you see, I went ahead and put the guardrails up against here so the traffic does not hit the poles or the barriers here, and I have them in between here as well. I went ahead and put a clearance sign of 16 feet right here for oncoming traffic. I have one there, and I also have one on the other side here. I'll be doing a showcase video on how I acquired these later on. Alright, that will be the end of the tutorial. As always, please again leave a like and comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.